Good morning, what's up, what's happening? Welcome back to yet another epic
17:23.
Askis. Good afternoon, good evening, Sanbonani. Welcome back to yet another epic episode of the Eleanor podcast. My name is SK, aka Uncle SK.
Okay.
So let's debrief.
Okay.
Ninjani, right?
All right.
We're good, how are
Yes. So namhlanje usis Fifi akekho uthe kubambeka nje kancane. So we have Mrs.
You
a
forgot.
producer, Mrs. Mahlangu, Usindi
Simelani.
Yes.
Mahlangu.
Yeah.
Are you using the double barrel?
I'm not
She's
using the
not.
double barrel.
Yeah.
You know, ekhaya bayazi ngale ndaba kodwa uRamaphosa akayazi.
Akayazi.
So
Lega
still
Home
trying to
Affairs. Wait,
bayazi.
usagcwalisa iform la single block
Yeah, I'm
angithi
still a
kuno
miss.
single,
Yeah.
miss,
I still register.
single,
I still
married,
tick miss,
divorce, widow, widowed.
unfortunately. Yeah. Ngihlala ngisho ngithi, because I work in a newsroom in
Yeah.
this other radio station. Ngihlala ngisho ngithi,
I'm
because
glad
at
to
the end of
find
the
out.
name, at the end of the bulletin, you have to say,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
what new I am.
Oh.
Sindis. I can't wait to say Sindise Mahlangu.
That
And
wa-
ngizonibizana wonke ngithi wozanizola le bulletin.
Now, ngiyangena.
But yeah.
Ninjani, right, Buffett?
Yes,
We're
we're
good,
good.
we're good. How are you?
good.
I'm very well.
Awesome,
I had
man.
an interesting week.
Yeah.
Gumnandi ji. How has been your week so far?
Interesting as well. Especially living in Secunda.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a story going around actually here. I don't know if you guys have heard about it,
Yeah.
but kuna story sa Trifina Mgomezulu and a certain family here in Secunda. Hey guys, hey, I think it's really making rounds, and it's gotten a lot of people, especially in Extension 6 and Barent, really angry. So what happened is
Extension 6.
26.
26, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
now I thought I heard extension 6.
Six. Oh.
I said
26.
6. I think I said 6, but
Okay.
26.
She's 12.
La, mawuqeda ukuthi.
Twanky.
Stop.
Nice guy.
Yeah, mawuqeda kudlula nje ekhaya mall. So there was a lady bekahlala lapha, an elderly woman actually. She was 65 years old. Utrifina Mgomezulu. She was allegedly mauled by dogs in Secunda to
Yeah.
death.
I think I read about the
Not
story.
just
yeah.
ukuthi zimlumile here and there, like she was really mauled by dogs and then was a washona. So the story, according to a police statement,
Yeah.
is that it's a regular day on a Friday. She goes to work, and then nakafika emsebenzini, they are unsure what happened because the
Yeah.
employees were not there. And then there's alleged footage.
The employer.
The employers,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, sure.
The employers were not there.
Yeah.
So we are figure, and she has been working there for 15 years. So makafika emsebenzini, I guess there was an altercation between her and the animals, and then the animals ended up.
How are you
eating
having
her
an
until-
altercation with the
That's
animals?
angisho ngidlamuku.
Like it doesn't make sense. Like
Like
how do you
ngidlamuku.
altercate with
6 dogs.
a dog?
6 dogs. There's an alleged footage that ushayizinja ngepipe eli green, and then that started the whole thing, which ended up leaving her dead. So yeah, the story got a lot of people angry because the family at Extension 26 only found out about this on Monday, the following Monday.
So wait, Uma ushone nini yen?
So on Friday,
Friday.
the employers, or maybe the paramedics, took it upon themselves to ugogo aye emoshar.
Kanjani when me as a family
You
member
see my
haven't even
you
identified
you see
this person ukuthi akayi
yeah.
emotional.
So there's a lot of loopholes
Yeah.
in this story. So ugogo, they took it upon themselves ukuthi bamuse emoshari, and then the family was told on Monday,
Yeah.
which sparked the anger. So nakhona ukuthi story sakhona asihlangani, the employers don't want to meet with the family to have a conversation ukuthi what actually happened, because I feel like I owe that to you.
Yeah.
If you come to, if I work for you,
Yeah.
Fufu, and something happens to me and I die, gako, you
Yeah,
owe
and
it to
I
my
need to inform
family.
the family
Guti,
members as
sit
soon as
down and be
possible.
like, what
Yeah,
happened? But they
yeah.
don't want to speak. And there's just a lot of information earlier. There's allegations that impahla zikagogo is right, and she has stab wounds instead of like dog bites.
Yeah,
So
no, that's hectic.
yeah, so the whole started a whole racial
Any camera
thing now.
footages?
There is footage, but apparently there was load shedding during the time the CCTV camera was supposed to take.
Wait, so don't
So,
cameras
angathi
continue
ushayisa ngamapipe.
to actually
Backup.
backup battery
Yeah.
type of thing even when there isn't a load shedding.
I don't know, guys. Mina ngihlala eMbalente, angina CCTV.
No, Sure,
hectic.
Yeah,
very
it's a
painful.
very hectic
that's very painful
story.
and sad, and I
Yeah.
can imagine what the family is going
Yeah.
through, because now there's so many loopholes to the story.
A
First of all,
lot.
and also, how are we going to find closure as a family when we don't really
even know what
had
happened to
happened?
Gogo.
And as a family member, I would be so upset. How do you take my mother
To
a mortuary
without
informing us so we can
letting you know.
identify her? Like that to me does not make sense.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, it doesn't make sense. Because I also live with umuntu osebenza around Bethel
Yeah.
and does domestic work as well. Because she doesn't have immediate family, ubhalisela apha ekhaya.
Yeah.
So you always have someone to call.
Yeah.
Ukuthi, this is what happened to Auntie Bang Mang.
And also, it's if I'm like you say, she's been working there for 15 years. So
15
I'm
years.
assuming that abasebenzi know exactly where she stays. Abasebenzi
Yeah,
know exactly who
for
to call,
sure.
because you've probably have built a relationship
15 years
with
is a long time.
the family members as well.
Yeah.
Nyazana, we've been working there for 15 years. So
Yeah.
no, so many
So
loopholes
much
to
is
the
going on.
story.
Yeah, so that's the story happening around. I think I can say the governed big municipality. I think it even made it nationally at some point because it's really like a shocking story.
Yeah.
How kanjani manje.
So
Yeah.
Any
so police
arrests?
under investigations, no
No
arrests
arrests have been made.
Okwamanje,
Yeah.
the dogs have been put down. So
all the dogs, 6
all
dogs
of them
have been put down.
Yeah, angisho wenza
But
into
also,
angafaka nguye.
that's interesting. Any postmortem hasn't been released because now, if there aren't any dog bites, but there are stab wounds.
Yeah,
then
I think that's why
clearly
the
dog
police
had
just
nothing to do with
resorted
it.
to saying Guti investigation has been launched because kunezinto eziningi ihlangahlanganayo because banye bathi Gogo was found completely naked, abanye bathi Gogo was found with stab wounds,
Yeah.
abanye bathi Gogo. So yeah, it's a really painful story and we hope they get to the bottom of this. Hope it
That's it.
doesn't
Yeah, very
take
sad, man. Very
9
sad.
years.
Sure, it's a very painful and
Yeah.
it's,
That was my
it's
week.
sketchy, man. It's sketchy.
Yeah,
your
that
week
was
has
my
been
week.
like
Hans Pez
hectic,
story
ne?
in the newsroom.
so it's a allegedly
Yeah.
currently.
Allegedly,
So
yeah.
it's a ubadutini.
Yeah,
The police
yeah,
are saying
yeah,
this.
yeah, say.
Hopefully they get to the bottom of
For sure.
what happened,
Yeah,
because now it's
especially-
easy. It's easy to know was the load shedding, was there really load shedding?
Yeah.
Was there, because I mean load shedding
the
is schedules
time, yeah.
and stuff. But yeah,
I think also importantly, just for the family to know the truth and find closure.
yeah.
I think that's
Yo,
important. That's
ugogo.
important.
Oh,
Cabang-
like,
cabang
'cause
izinja, Joe.
more than anything, I think when I think about the day that it is my time, like I'm not thinking about Uguti Nyapi after or whatever.
Do you
I'm just
guys
thinking about
think about
how.
that?
Like how is really
Do
important
you guys
for me.
think about
I do,
that?
a lot.
Like, do you guys think about
Yeah.
the day that you're going to
Yeah,
die?
yeah.
yeah.
and, you know,
Because
if-
you know what? Like I have a weird fear because I can't swim. So my biggest fear is like being in a vehicle. Besingere manzi.
Oh,
And now I have
And
a lot
you're
of challenges. yeah.
Yeah.
And then also a car accident is one of my biggest fears.
I think
ever.
that's one of my biggest
So-
fears: a car accident.
I'm just like, how? Ubalulekile, angifuni ukungasho. Uthi,
so-
how am I gonna go?
You know what's tricky, more especially about car accidents.
Yeah.
The previous week, I think there was a car accident, and the car, I passed that car. I think it was a white Audi.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it was shown on the, I think it's the Reach,
Yeah.
but on their social media page.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this car, I think I passed this car, and Nenini is a accident, and Nenini, the people are dead. Like, yes, you tend to think, yes, at any time you can just go.
Yeah, life is too short.
Any
Yeah,
given day.
yeah.
Life is too short.
I mean, I hope nje kuthiwa no ugulile natural causes
Balokugula. Just
Yes, it also
I don't know.
I feel like
Something
Naming-
quick.
Yeah, Naming,
Like a
I feel
gunshot.
like I would not even that. Like what if I survive and now I'm in
On your
pain?
head.
Yeah.
Cindy.
fast.
And then akona the pain yokuthi even if it's fast, I think you can feel something maybe
Mara
a
yeah,
second.
isheshiphele ma.
No, ngicela ukushona nje ngilele kahle.
Kakugogo.
Yabo.
And you're just chilling with
Yeah,
mkulu.
like I'm 75, man.
yeah.
Come on.
Time.
85 maybe.
85,
I mean,
alright.
ukuhlala nje. I mean,
You know what
I don't want to go, bro.
Yeah, but that was my week.
Yeah.
Yeah, busy up and down with that story. How was your week?
Yeah.
My week was, I had a very difficult week, but something
Yeah.
that not even fascinated
Yeah.
me, something that caught my eye, right? Was trending on social media, Mrs. White. So this was trending on TikTok. I'm gonna play the clip.
I was about to say that Mrs. White TikTok.
Yes,
very
Mrs. White's
controversial
TikTok,
account.
right? So I don't follow TikTok. Well, I have it, but I think I just post my content and I leave.
you
Like I don't have
validate.
time to, browse
Follow,
and follow
yeah.
people. But I saw it trending a lot on Facebook, and I got to watch the video. I want us to discuss. What are your thoughts on what she has to say on the clip? So I'm gonna play the clip for you.
Let's go.
Guys, ready?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Reasons why I literally get turned off by men. If you don't open the door for me, it's chai. You don't pull out the chair for me, it's chai, baby. If you don't buy me flowers, it's also chai for you, baby. I don't like asking. I do not date men that want me to ask. I date high value men that know what a woman needs. The moment I tell you I'm doing a coffee date or a breakfast date with a friend, it's either you're gonna ask me how much I need, or you are literally just gonna send the money. If you don't, it's shy. If you are not gonna ask me what I want for a monthly allowance, or you're just not going to tell me that this is how much I'm gonna give you for a monthly allowance, it's shy, baby. If you are not gonna buy me the Rolls Royce that I want, it's also shy. Cause whomst are you? Shut up. As a man, you are gonna book those trips. You are gonna make it happen. And I literally do not care if we just met. You're not getting the coochie. This is one of the reasons why I always say to the girlies, close your legs, open your mind, use your mind, get the bag, and be smart. And land a man that is your man. That is the man that you're gonna open your legs for. Not just anybody.
Also, why are we talking like that? It's chai.
Close your legs.
It's chai.
Open your mind.
Open your mind. It's chai.
But I want, because this is a woman.
Yeah.
I really want to. Uzwen, like how are you reacting to this?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's your take?
Because Mina, I'm like how Dombo, but as a man, like how are you receiving this?
Sure. For me, uyiqale kahle yazi.
Yeah.
My sentiments exactly. When I heard chair and flowers, I was like, okay,
standard procedure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, I was like, wow.
She went south. I think you were
Okay,
south.
where did she go south?
First of all, okay. Uzenayo kamnandi wathi a man amvuleli isicapha, a man I'm keeping isitulo nan nice chivalry.
Yeah.
Nice, beautiful.
She forgot to mention this rice.
Yeah, I think bekumele ayibambe lapha yabo. But she said she wanted a high value man.
Yeah.
Right? First question, is she a high value woman? Does she
Okay.
deserve a high value man? What is she bringing that she feels ukuthi it deserves ukuthi abene that value man?
Okay.
That's number one. I don't know, do we know ukuthi yena isimo sakhe sinjani?
We do.
I think Cindy follows
actually.
her on TikTok because when I immediately said Mrs. White, you already knew what I was talking about. So I know you follow a lot of people on TikTok.
This video has been trending on Twitter. So who posted it up on Twitter? Same video,
Okay,
of course.
Askis, sorry ukuphazamisa. Let me just finish up
your
my
point.
Yeah.
And then iyafika ku Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Hayi. Yazi Rolls Royce mali.
I don't. How much is it?
Hayi baba. Rolls Royce, depending ukuthi yiphi ne?
Yeah.
But you won't get a Rolls Royce less than 5 million. Regardless ukuthi it's
Not
second
so
hand.
bad.
No.
As a man,
No,
why would I 5
no,
million?
No.
Yeah, man.
A lot of
her
men.
preference.
She wants a 1% type thing. 1% of men.
Yeah, for sure.
Does she deserve, or is she in that position to demand that kind of man? Asibuyelela, maybe uzosichazela kahle uthi ubani usisi,
Yeah.
Mrs. White.
So like I said, she posted the video on Twitter and a lady came at her and she was like, Haibo Sbongile. I think that's her name or something.
Yeah.
Because I guess Mazazi, the thick lady.
Yeah.
Or Cindy who
Yeah,
reads
of
the
course,
news.
but
But
no
no
photos
mtawazi, would say, Sbosh, my girl.
Siyakwazi wena.
Yeah, so apparently the lady
Yeah.
went to school with her
Yeah.
and according to her, she didn't do well eskolweni. And she later went on to not pass her matric and have a baby by a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
And also, there was an account on Twitter, on TikTok, a stay-at-home girlfriend account. How did you get a man that makes so much? And then she told them, she went to this restaurant in the middle of the day. So you have advice, when you want to get these rich men, how do you get them? So there's certain spots in like Johannesburg, Pretoria, Cape Town, where you have to go and look a certain way in order to attract these kind of chains. And whatnot. So she's in that radar. You find her at this La Parada restaurant in Main Lane, fishing for all these kinds of men. So so people are like, well, no Rolls Royce for you because first of all, baby mama. Second of all, no job. Third of all, you literally fish for men.
Rich men.
So you have no right to demand certain those types of standards from men. And
I get that.
I'm against it, but
I'm totally against it too. But I feel like, sorry, I interjected. When you're done.
I am.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I feel like, right, there's a lot of people who are going to say, but that's okay, that's her preference. Right? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a preference, right? Song is nama type of men that we want to date, type of woman, you know, preference of men and women. I feel like women need to decide that they want to get into a relationship for love or provision. Women need to decide because I also feel like this is low-key prostitution.
Oh yeah, gosh, she said no coochie before all of this.
Yeah, because I feel like that's also that's the only thing that you're gonna get to offer at the end of the day. Because let's say you get a guy who's gonna do all of those things, get you that Rolls Royce, get you everything that you want, and then says to you, all right, pack a bag, we're going to Dubai. Figure Dubai. But when they say all the ungodly things,
you made me remember all those Dubai videos.
Sasa, you're gonna come back and you'll be like, men hate us, men don't treat us, you know, the way we feel that we need to be treated. How about you treat yourself like a woman first? Take care of yourself first. Because honestly, if these are your demands, these are your standards, you can only get a man who's going to control you. And a man who's going to want to do whatever he wants to do with you, and you're going to say yes because why? He provided everything that you had wanted. So I think these women need to decide that, are we getting into a relationship because we want love and we want to build with this man? Because there are women who get these. Like there's a woman who finds a potential man and be like, listen, I like you. Let's date each other. Let's see where this goes. But help this man build, you know, to get to where he wants to be. So you can reap the rewards as well as a woman by, you know, being bought such nice things as Rolls Royces and being given a monthly allowances. But I also feel like it's not an obligation. It's not an obligation on men. So we need to stop having this poverty eradication on us women just because awukhulanga kahle, just because impilo upbringing yakho, or right now you want to live a certain lifestyle but you can't afford it yourself. Now you're looking at a man as a poverty eradication, and now you're going to bestow that upon a man and want a man to give you this life that you can't live give yourself. No.
Yeah, I know. We are better, Shem. We are better. But it's okay. It's okay to have standards.
Yes.
But be realistic with your standards.
Those standards.
Exactly.
Yes.
Be
But
realistic.
she's not. It's not like she's not realistic. There are men that can provide that.
Okay. She says she's
Relax.
looking for. She says
You
she's
almost
looking
jumped at
for
the table.
a high value man.
Yes.
For we don't know. Is she looking for something as kashan or something long term? That's another thing.
Yeah.
Because now there are women. Because now the society and the people. We are promoting prostitution.
It is
but
prostitution.
in a standards.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's prostitution because now awumniki ngaphandle ukuthi akunike imali, awumniki ngaphandle ukuthi akunike whatever that you demand, right? Sharp. Another thing ekumele sibheke ne uthe ufuna high value man. Is she a high value woman, as I asked earlier?
What would you say
She's
is a high value woman? Not a baby mama.
Someone, not a baby mama. Most definitely. No,
Like
no.
self-proclaimed woman, like your doctors, your
Yeah,
CEOs,
yeah.
like a woman who's already at that level,
Yeah.
like a woman who already has that for herself. So I feel like it's okay for a woman to want that for herself because she's already lived up to that expectation. She's already built that life, for herself. It's only fair for wanting a man who's going to provide the same, thing. And it's not every woman who is a CEO or a doctor who's also looking for a man who's going to bring that same thing. Abanye bafuna uthando, guys. Some, feel like, what, it's okay. Maybe I earn 5 times more than you, but show me what you can bring to the table apart from this lifestyle that I've apprehended for myself.
So I don't think that is what a high value woman is.
What
I
is
don't
a high
think
value?
let me
being
yeah.
a high value woman is determined by your income. I think it's
Not necessarily.
at
Not
all,
necessarily.
actually. At all. I think being a high value woman is a woman that can fully live in her feminine. And just be there in your feminine. So because now I think also there's a certain contradiction that comes with amatot, because they always say, men don't care if you're a doctor or a lawyer or what, as long as you respect them, cook for them, clean for them, what. So they've painted that picture as uguti, that is like the woman we must aspire to be, which I completely agree with, because naturally as a woman, it's tiring to go to work. Like it's okay, I stand to be corrected if good jan. I stand to be it's but but that's what I would say. A woman who's living fully in her feminine and is able to take a house and make it a home and put all these delicate things in your life and make your life so much softer. You know, I don't have to worry about ironing anything. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about this. A person that compliments you and is like when impilo yakho ukuthi ube in sync naye. Kuthi uyazi ukuthi ngiyageza manje. Mangiphuma la, I know for sure phezu kwe-microwave nesikhaftini sami. Don't isikhaftini ngiyaphuma ngiyahamba.
I fully agree with you.
Nothing wrong with that.
I fully agree with you. So
okay.
Okay, you were.
I was young.
You're still cooking. Cook.
So that is what I would say is a high value woman. Because also when you take a look at like okay, maybe not in South Africa, but like a line of like wealthy men. Let's take for an example, who's the golfer? Who's the guy that plays golf?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods had a wife.
I think he retired. Yeah, sure.
Tiger Woods had a wife. The wife was a teacher, like a preschool teacher or something. So I guess we can say that relationship would be love. It wasn't about anything. We don't know her standards, but I don't think
also,
that
we don't know where it started.
When men go for women, they go for women like doctors and what. Yeah, sure, there's a certain type of men who's like, I like educated women for sure. But I don't think it's like a definition of what you are a high value woman. I also don't like this thing yokuthi ngithi mina ngusindi ngizalwa umsai onganayi Rolls Royce bese kuthiwa mina I can't want a man with a Rolls Royce, because if you're holding me up to those standards, I can say to you wena beka muntu ntombi guys njoba sofuna intombi enhle. Does she have a nice bum? I doubt it, because most elderly women, most mothers, they're not like super hot. If you hold you guys up to those standards, you see how unfair it is now. Ufuni yellow bone and your mom is dark.
But also that goes back to preference and the type of person that you want. I totally
want a Rolls Royce, you want a yellow bone.
I get what you're saying, and if you want a Rolls Royce and that's what you feel you want women to bring femininity into it, there's nothing wrong with that. I now have a problem because I feel like Mrs. White when I'm on Pegile, is this a person who I'm told like cleaner, apega, ayina and all of that, because she's always going to be like uyageza and she's going out with girls or uyageza vacation, we're doing this and this and that. There's nothing wrong with a woman doing that, but also I feel like women who are that need to also equip themselves. I just feel like don't be comfortable because there's a man who does everything for you and your standard is to bake kids, take care of the kids, cook, clean, make sure the home setting is well taken care of. While you at home, equip yourself. Like, start a business. What are you passionate about? Do something that you're passionate about, because I feel like in the long run, this is why men end up leaving these very same, women, because now he's leveling up in life, right? New business, meeting new people, networking with new people, right? I come home, I want to have a conversation with that with you. And I find that now as my wife who's a stay at home and that's what you're offering, you're now not relating to this leveled up life that I'm trying to build for us. Ngifuna conversate ukuthi yazi, I went to a business meeting with SK. Really, you know what, I'm thinking of starting a podcast and what's a podcast, baby? So I feel like if you're going to be that woman, try to equip yourself, make sure you know the things that are happening around you. And also sit down with your husband from time to time and make sure you understand, catch up.
Yeah.
How's your day? What's happening? And learn from him. Because in then in this relationship was becoming stagnant. Now this husband has met Fufu, the thick lady. They met in a meeting together. Now me and this guy speaking the same language because now we're connecting. We're in the same level. Now you go home and you find this wife of yours boring.
Yeah.
Uguti, there's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom, but let's not relax.
Sure.
Yo. Sometimes I study to keep her man.
I'm not saying study to keep a
when
man, but I'm just saying also make sure that you keep up with him.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sell this whole notion of stay-at-home wife. Be that.
Yeah.
But also try to keep up with what your husband is doing, I feel like one day your husband should say, you know what, my assistant is off sick, I need you to accompany to this meeting. Here's my laptop. I need you to take minutes. Be able to do that. Magatina Excel into something, a spreadsheet. Be able to do that. I'm of the notion of women who just want to sit and bear kids and do, just sit at home, shopping, gym, and that's the life that you're living. And next thing, you want to blame men for living because they're not relating to you anymore. We evolve as people.
Yeah.
As much as we phone and Rolls Royce, your husband needs to go and hold business meeting and sign deals, and with that he meets new people every day. You need to move with him.
Exactly.
Yo.
Beautiful. I agree with you. Mina, as a guy, myself, preference nani. I'll choose
a hustler or stay at home. Hustler or stay at home.
No, I'll choose someone who respects me.
Yeah.
Someone who helped me build whatever that we are building. Even if I stay at home, help me build.
Yeah.
Someone I can come back and say, "Ish, Vanayas, that meeting didn't go well," and someone also tigena even more. Someone also no, don't worry, you should try 1, 2, 3. Or next time is going to say, who gives me peace? Who gives me that thing? Yoguti, faga more. You understand? I someone also ufunimali. If every time when you want to spend, I go get the bag when you want to spend. You want the Gucci bags. You want this type of woman, like Mrs. whoever, White. These are the same women who go for married men for the sake of the bag.
Sake of provision.
Exactly.
Yes.
They become the slave queens. They become the side chicks just for the sake of the bag. And they're not the main ones.
Yeah.
You understand? And then even if mhlambe that apartment, that whatever, Leo man, it's not sustainable. Because now there's nothing you bring to the table. If I say bring to the table, I'm not necessarily I don't necessarily mean you must bring money.
Yeah.
Bring peace.
Yeah.
Bring a motivation.
Bring stability.
Stability to my life. That's the what you bring to the table. Because sometimes we most people misunderstand this. Bring to the table. I bring myself. I bring. Yeah. What do you bring to? No, it's not necessarily. I'm asking if you bring money. Making sure not necessarily.
I swear, every day I almost think like, because suga says te, my Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
What do you even bring to the table? So I'm just assuming Guti, the answer that is expected, Guti, no, I'm actually a doctor with a Rolls Royce also. So I just feel like femininity is being downplayed a lot because help also comes in different ways.
Sure.
It's not all the time that I'm going to have solutions to your problems that I'm meeting. But like I'm saying, Guti, I think as a woman who lives in her own place, you know how frustrating it is to come home to a dirty house.
Yeah.
And you know the piece this house smells really nice.
My wife is cooking, my wife is baking.
Your desk that you left a mess in the morning is clean.
Yeah.
And you're frustrated, you're rushing to a meeting. Ufuni vesti,
sorted.
So that's what I'm saying, Guti.
That's what you bring to the table, and I go out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean when I say I bring myself. when ngithi mina ngifuna i-Rolls Royce,
Nah,
I'm
there are
gonna give
people-
you this in return.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Life is gonna be easier.
but some people are saying, I bring myself in a sexual way. That's what they're saying.
And that.
Yes.
So it's cooking and cleaning and a little bit of coochie here and there.
Yeah, but let's say that's what I'm saying, Uti. When they say I bring myself,
Yeah.
all they thinking Uti,
It's
they
sexual.
bring it's sexual.
Yeah.
Uthola ukuthi indlu ingcolile kubheke phezulu.
Yes.
But what they bring is what?
Bagqokile njalo.
Yes.
In a
Mara
dirty
endlule
house.
kitchen kungcolile.
Exactly.
And that's what I wanted to say. When I initially, listened to the clip, I
Yeah.
thought, I'm a relationship manager, I'm a business transaction.
Yeah.
Because a guy can simply say, I'll give you this, but I even made an example with the Dubai thing. Ukuthi,
Yeah.
uzohamba eDubai wenze zonke lezi zinto abazokwenzisa zona,
Yeah.
because all in the name men want to control because they've given you what you wanted.
Exactly.
See, the likes of the Xolim Fegers and your Cindy Makatinis, right?
Honesty, like
Honesty, like they for it. They tell you, get in order for you to come sleep with me or spend a
30K.
weekend with me, I charge 150,000 rand. They own it. There's nothing wrong with that. And if they're doing that, that's how they make a living.
Yeah.
I have a problem when women want to come with those very same standards to say, in order for you to have lunch with me, you need to pay me 20,000 rand. What is
Come
that?
on.
Why am I paying you? Why am I paying you
That's
for
Yeah.
that? Because that
very
is prostitution.
Yeah.
And just because a woman, a koneni, like, the ladies of the night,
Yeah.
you're doing the same thing.
Sure.
You're selling yourself for
Ladies of
sex.
the night.
No, really.
Yeah.
Because bona siyazi ukuthi bakwenza
For
ngamampela.
sure, for
Bayama
sure.
ekhoneni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they make money. But if now you're going to say, Sise Capello, for instance, right? And this guy says, you know what, I like you, I want to sleep with you. You're like, okay, let's go. Mara kusesa kuseni ngiyacela 5,000.
Dango. You
That conversation
That-
could have saved a lot of rape cases.
Yeah.
actually.
That
honest,
is-
honest conversation.
And talking about rape cases now, ukuthi sekuhlukile ukuthi manje i-rape sizoyithatha serious kanjani in this country. Because immediately when you don't give this woman the 5,000 rand that you promised them the night before,
they
scream rape.
cry
they're
rape.
gonna cry rape. So where are we at as women? Like, how are we expecting men to treat us if we are continue doing these things?
Yeah.
Like, we don't put ourselves in high regard anymore. So where are we going with all of this?
No, this woman, more especially, as sikhulume njengoba besireference ngayo useslo. This woman must stop misleading the younger generation, the young women that are coming after them, because this is misleading. Ukuthi before a guy gives you 1, 2, 3 a Rolls Royce, ngisaphinda, I don't think she understands the price of a Rolls Royce.
When
Yes,
ukhaliswa
SK
i-Rolls
ukhaliswa
Royce,
i-Rolls Royce.
everything.
Akanandaba na
Like, no,
everything
iyambulala
else.
le price.
You know, she's being
Wait,
extreme.
let me ask you.
she's
So
being-
if you did
standard to
not,
standard.
if she did not, afagi Rolls Royce lapaya with everything that she had, do
The
you feel
lunch
like
money?
the
What
lunch
do you think
money,
about the lunch money?
Because Ute, I think what threw me off was the fact that she's going out with
the
the girls,
girls.
and it's an expectation on her end that the guy needs to send imali.
Yeah.
Because ngikutshelile ukuthi ngiyophuma nabangani bami.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
the allowance, guys, girlfriend allowance, angazi, y'all can come at me, right,
Yeah.
for this. Axi obligation.
Yeah.
Can we stop making it an obligation? If indoda ikuthanda ngaleyo ndlela and feels you deserve a girlfriend allowance,
Yeah.
congratulations for you. You get yourself a bag. But let's not walk into a relationship where SK likes you, wants to take me out on a date, and next thing I give SK a chance and be like, okay, lalela ke but mini roll ilona singithi Rolls Royce.
But
Sorry.
what if
Girlfriend
I
allowance,
believe in
yeah, I mean,
girlfriend
it's-
allowance? Like, I'm a traditional woman.
That's
I'm
fine.
saying to you, where we're on a date, and I'm saying, hey, man, like, I'm a traditional woman.
Yeah.
I believe that a man is supposed to take care of me financially 100%,
Sure.
and I take care of him in return.
Yeah.
But that's an honest conversation.
That
Like,
is
I
a
believe ukuthi vele ngiyogezangani.
But put
Honey,
it on,
Sebenzi.
no, but put it on the table. Don't now get into the relationship with an expectation that he's going to be for it. When this man is taking you out on a
Yeah.
date, tell this man that
Ukuthi
lalela ke buti,
angisebenzi.
This is
mina,
who I am.
This is
Yeah.
who I am. This is what I want. Umntana abantu athi ayike sisi mina ngizokhona or umntana abantu ay na
Yeah.
No,
imali
I
ngicela ubhadala
can't.
ibill, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because we need to stop getting into relationship with expectation, which just because uthe uyangithanda and wants
Yeah.
to be me, now he needs to take care of me.
Yeah.
No. Who's been taking care of me?
they also tend to paint a picture yokuthi when a man loves you, you automatically motivate the provider in him. Like that, I think that resonates with Mrs. White saying she doesn't want to ask. Like ukuthi umuntu somfakile in his provider energy. He knows,
Fantasy.
man.
No,
Vele.
sometimes kuba into ukuthi, do you deserve that? What is it that makes you deserve ukuthi
Oh.
mina ngikunike nje at any given time ngithi fa?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
So I must do something.
No,
Not
this is,
necessarily do something.
we've been in a relationship for 6 months.
Yeah.
I can definitely see what you deserve that. I
Yeah.
can definitely see what even if mhlawumbe see even in 6 months.
Yeah.
Maybe it also depends. Mhlawumbe yena she's looking for a ukuthi abe side chick.
Yeah.
Let's we can also differentiate in that because mhlawumbe thina siyiphushela kuye ukuthi this must be done this yena mhlawumbe ifunela nje ukuba side chick. You understand?
And
That
yeah.
there's a lot of ama-slay queen. They know ukuthi no mina yazi kanjani.
They're not gonna cook and clean.
Exactly. I
They
don't do that. If we need to eat, we Uber Eats. Phone.
Yeah.
That's us, and you can't expect anything more from that woman.
Yeah.
So who is Slay Queen? So there's nothing club now because also abantu. It's different stroke for different folks.
I was about to say that. Speaking about different strokes for different folks, also let's not paint all men with the same paintbrush.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are men. Provision comes easily. It's
Yeah.
who they are.
Yeah.
And kuyi background ukuthi nakhona ubababo endlini did the same thing because ukuthi ubaba ekhaya uzokhokha yonke into across
Vele, cause
everything.
umama akathi uye edrobheni bekangasho ukuthi ngiye edrobheni sacala nemali.
Ukunike
Bekathi naka edrobheni
edrobheni,
ahamba yogeza nakabuya phezu
yebo,
microwave. Something is
seknekhadi,
happening.
yayibona.
Something down.
So there are men who are who understand
Yeah,
ukuthi
they've learned
umuntu
that
wami
for sure.
needs imali yokwenza ikhanda, umuntu wami that needs imali yokwenza inwele, umuntu wami needs imali to just do toiletries and whatever.
Yeah.
Right? There are men who are like that, who Noma Stola will start doing that immediately because they feel like that's what a man should do in a
Yeah.
relationship. But just because you dated someone who did that doesn't mean that the rest of the guys you're going to date are going
Yeah.
to
Gonna
do
do
that,
that as well.
because the next person doesn't believe in it. But because ngendlela umphatha ngayo lo muntu wesilisa uyabona shem ukuthi yazi ngile nyanga ngisebenzile kunama overtime ngathi amaningi nyana manje
Yeah.
sithando yazathi ngemniki
Yeah.
i-3000 rand
So
man
basically-
azilone azinakekele. And nakhona because ukhonile lo 3000 rand that month, it's not going to be a monthly thing. When he doesn't have it next month, I need to
Yeah.
understand he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Now I can't be like wokule nyanga unginiki 3000 ngoba kwenze njani.
Ngiyabuza. Just asking.
Hayi mfana.
So Nina, you're basically saying kuqala impatho before imali.
I just feel like let's get to know each other first. Let's
Yeah.
communicate. Like
Yes.
you did say, when if that's what you want,
Yeah.
put it on the table. I don't have a problem with women wanting that in a
Yeah.
relationship, but ngicela umenza understand lo muntu wesilisa ukuthi into
This
ifunayo
is what
wena
I
kule
want.
relationship. But don't sell this. I'm a nice person. I'm hardworking. A
Yeah.
month later, when I saw demand a girlfriend allowance,
Yeah.
you did not discuss this with this man.
Sure.
Yo.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's tricky.
Yeah.
Zonke lezi zinto lezi, but I think in the age of social media nanani, a lot of people are misled with all these things because lento le
You're
itrendile ne
100%, yeah.
itrendile, and there's a young girl ocabanga ukuthi
So,
yeah, this is what I deserve, this is what I need
Yes.
from, and uthola ukuthi she's losing her way in finding a good man ozomnakekela.
Yeah.
Uthola ukuthi it goes back to lento yabo Dubai bafike lena, they shit on you, they
eh,
do these things in the name
All
of
these nasty
you,
things.
exactly, in the name of you wanting a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
They'll give you bazokunika nokugula nani, but the young mhlambe una isikoko sakhona so ijwayele lento le, you know what to do to protect yourself, but the young girl that is coming, they don't understand it. They just think ukuthi a guy must give you money and then you sleep with him. Uthola ukuthi mntana abantu papa 2 years down the line they dead just because they didn't understand. So young women must just I don't know, they must just not take social media that serious.
That's serious.
They
It's,
must
it's
just-
not actually.
yeah.
Also, we live in South Africa. This is not the
Exactly.
UAE where
Yeah.
every corner there's a rich man.
Exactly.
I think for, man,
Like in
there's
Secunda.
a small percentage
Even
of
if- yeah,
like around Secunda. Or
how many
like around,
men have like a million.
I haven't, okay, in Secunda, I haven't seen anyone driving a Rolls
Rolls
Royce.
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 No one.
Rolls
No
Royce.
man.
I think the fanciest car I've
Yeah.
seen in GMM.
Yeah.
You guys
Khona
are
le
gonna be like,
BM orange. Angazi yabani.
Is it the short one?
Yeah,
type thing? Yeah.
it's
I think maybe
orange and I think
about
there's like a
I8 or
short
something.
there's a
Dogs.
lot of fancy cars that
They-
I've
they
seen
are,
around GMM,
but-
like a lot.
Like from
you
here,
know,
the person
like
is
a
from
lot.
here.
Kodwa into engisho ukuthi
It's
even
a-
if there are no those there are not any rich men like that
Yeah.
in South Africa, I feel like ayikho into yamahala, guys.
Yeah. It comes with a price.
Ayikho
Abeka abantu
into
abaningi abanemali. At some
yamahala.
point, you're just gonna have to give ujabu
Yes.
chance
Yeah.
and see where it goes.
Because let's also talk about ukuthi there are men who ukhule ungathandwa amantombazane ukhule vele amantombazane angakufuni and then now all of a sudden
Compensating
now
now.
you come into money uhamba ngayo ke
Yeah.
lona leyo Rolls Royce
Gotcha.
vele what
Yeah.
you're going to do you're going to throw money at the girls
At the
just
girls,
so
just
wena
so.
you can
Yeah.
feed your ego as a man kubonakala ukuthi now you something
Yeah.
there's also that
Yeah.
and inkinga yethu ukuthi also women are also led by such men
Yeah.
so generation sikwinkinga esinayo kanje namhlanje because there are those type of men who said wozohlala la
Why are you
eceleni kwami
pointing at
Yeah.
me?
mina ngizokunikeza
Why are you
yonke
pointing
into.
at me?
those type of men. There are those
There
type
are
of
those
men.
type, I'm sorry, but there are those type of men
I got
you.
who
Do that.
grew up angathandwa amantombazane
Sure.
and
Yeah.
immediately came into money and now want to show the world ukuthi listen, I can grab any hot chick.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Afika kutshela ukuthi Cindy ngizokunikeza loyo Rolls Royce mara mina masihamba all these trips ngifuna uhlale la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trophy.
Sikunje kule
that
situation because
also.
there are men
Yeah.
who paved the way for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of men like who are in their prime, I like umuntu mangena ku prime yakhe. I think for men, the first thought is not to get married because I think
Yeah.
there's a kunento engahambi kahle when it comes to women in their prime and men in their prime.
Yeah.
So when you're a woman, maku prime yakhe is where you're most beautiful
Yeah.
and your boobs are still pointing and you don't need bras and you don't
Yeah,
need all
yeah,
of this
yeah.
help.
Exactly. Sasem-
Your
yeah.
waist is as small as
Yeah.
but a lot of times women in that abalapho they are told to explore go find the one what but as soon as SK gets a job esasoli they're like skatomfazi ke man why yena must he not enjoy and
Yeah,
have a little bit
a
of
little
fun with
bit
his
of fun,
money
yeah.
because you had a little bit of fun nefika lakho
Sure.
ngisho. So I think this it's quite unfair
Yeah.
for men and if so push a narrative yokuthi when your waist is the smallest shada that's when we can push in narrative
But then I'm just
yokuthi-
saying with that guy who couldn't get a girlfriend at his prime when he didn't have
I
money.
get you.
Yeah.
Uzoshada
It's gonna be
bani.
problematic.
Yes, uzoshada bani because
Yeah.
nani ngamnaki. But immediately
Makatholi imali.
uMandla manje worth 20 million or worth 20 billion nonke senifuna uMandla because
Yeah.
nonke
That
futhi I
ugly
would
manga be-
no
Mandla be-
also
Imoto
anifuna
yamandla.
uMandla ngifuna imali yamandla
exactly.
guys take this whole
like bowuthulile at the time where you didn't have money.
yeah like
Ungabonakala
what
esikoleni,
you-
so I couldn't see you.
and lento le yenzeka in different levels.
yes
Kunalozo uba i-multimillionaire and okunozo ozoba i-multimillionaire atfune lama slay queen lawa esiwabona ema-TV nama-social media nani kube khona even at the lower level ngisitholele ipholo lami ngithi yabona manje
Yeah,
bazongithola
GMM
Yeah.
Polo.
Stop
yabangena.
this GMM
You and I
thing.
know a guy. You and
but-
I know a guy who
but
got a polo.
but it's the
and
reality, man.
Stop it.
I bought a polo
yeah,
because I saw
Wakala
guys
now.
but hey okay you saw guys ukuthi these are cool guys abahamba
Yeah.
ngamapolo nani
Yeah.
nani. But fortunately I didn't go because kunenye into sometimes kunabantu njengoba bengisho ukuthi there are girls othola ukuthi they'll follow ubani or abosindi makhathini
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all of those ladies but yeah this is what I deserve nani uthola ukuthi basala endleleni they die on the way and impilo yabo ibayimosha impilo yabo you understand.
Yeah.
So fortunately for me azange ngilahle I was like okay it's a car okay sharp uyazenza izinto zakho nawe man
Yeah,
You
but,
get a car
but let's
nana.
be honest, SK.
Yeah.
So immediately when you bought that car, I'm sure
Sure.
you felt like
Ambange
I
vura.
can get any woman, any
Yakuru.
princess can occupy the passenger seat
Now-
right now.
No, my
Yellow
polo, my,
boat.
BPL.
my polo was nice
Yeah.
because drop suspension faka
And
marine.
listen, mina ngithi there is absolutely nothing wrong with that as umuntu wesilisa
Yeah.
when you've acquired something or have achieved
Yeah.
something in life and you want to show off.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But abaphinde babuye nganeno these guys ukuthi they're the ones who lead these women
Sure.
to be like this because let's talk about these high profile politicians who are always going to these political rallies with these young vibrant women but look at how all these young vibrant women change over time lo wayihamba naye 5 years akasahambi naye 5 years because now there's the latest in thing
Yeah.
ekhona manje.
The more women grow the value goes down.
The value goes down,
and,
yes.
and the nice thing about women is maskulma if we are being frank the nice thing ukuthi when you are younger your value is very high but the
Yeah.
more we and iyapambana lento guys when they get older they accumulate the wealth they
If you
accumulate
do. Yenzeka phela ukuthi
yeah
ungahlangani.
ziyabuya
Because on the polo conversation, I was also I was found shaking when my husband, a boyfriend at the time, got a polo.
Yeah.
I was
And you
like,
were
I'm
Wahamba.
not the beauty standard in
Yeah,
South Africa.
yeah.
I'm a tall, dark-skinned lady. So
You're not.
I was like, no.
But that-
Where do you
Okay,
live?
yes, it depends.
I'm
Oh,
not.
like in the.
Like the standard,
The
Jay. Like I'm
yeah,
not the
yeah,
beauty
yeah, yeah.
standard.
That's what.
So I was like, ish, hey, my time
Masala
here
manje.
is over.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
ti-
yeah.
I was really, really scared.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
Yes.
I'm still here.
When it comes to those beauty standards,
Yeah.
slimele mfana.
Yeah.
Slimele because slimele
Yeah.
as a people, as black people, slimele. Because now when you are darker, no.
Yeah.
So it seems like we're going towards, if you are white or you are
light skin.
Yellow bone,
So the
yeah.
standard in South
Sal-
Africa
sal-
is petite, caramel, light skin.
I think
Sali-
maybe back then. I don't think now. I
Yeah.
think now
Mina-
we are
It's
being
young and
open-minded
again.
about,
Dark-skinned
dark
women,
skinned. Like
tall
now we've even got
women.
names like melanin.
Yeah.
We've even
Yeah.
got ladies like, thick women. Because now we are slowly getting the hang of that. There are women who are, who are like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I love the fact that thick women are very comfortable
In
in
their
their own
skin.
skin right now. And I love that more men are coming out and saying that, no, Mara, ukabona ku Facebook, bafaka this, bafaka that.
Yeah.
And it would be always a skinny woman and a chubby woman,
chubby woman.
So I've seen also that
the
trend
comments are
happening.
fair, actually.
Yeah,
I'll be really impressed.
And there are
Because,
still
okay.
men
But tonight is
who-
corner, that.
yeah, there's still
corner.
men who say, no, Mina, I
like slim,
love,
I like slim, I like
skinny
thick.
women or thin women.
mara naninisile masesikhuluma ngalowo, yes, dark,
Yeah.
light skinned, nanithi tall, dark and handsome, yazi benisifilisa snacks
We
thina
don't mean
wabo
that.
shorty.
We mean money, man.
Oh yeah, makhona imali ne.
Men, I don't think women have. Like, I think we cabanga after.
Ini.
Tall, dark and
How a person looks.
tall, dark and handsome,
I
and
think-
money. I think bakhohlwa yazi.
You know,
Yeah,
But
the part you.
I think it goes with age.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I probably was like that a couple of years ago. But I think the more you grow older, you more realize,
You
man,
just like,
ukuthi
man,
you
ubuhle bendoda
are-
inkomo zayo.
exactly.
Yeah, you were
exactly.
influenced. I think
by
you were influenced
society.
By,
Yeah.
Yes. Because Abo Morris Chestnut and Abo Will Smith, there's things that we saw on posters of magazine
Yeah.
every single time
Six
you're
pack
Denzel
and
Washington.
everything like that.
But you would not see a seal. And mind you, Seal is a beautiful man. It's just he's dark and he's got scars, but he's got an amazing voice.
Yeah.
But we don't see that. But we want to look at the likes of Will Smith, and because already,
Yeah, Morris is,
when you look at
Morris
that, you're
is
like,
something.
wow.
We need a Morris. We need a Morris. I think we looked at that until money came into play. Guti.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the times, the people that are going to look good
Yeah.
don't have the the capacity, the financial capacity.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've learned from experience talking to different women. Guti, the more abamuhle, the more bank balance, inga balance, and the manlier he looks, the darker.
I don't know this thing about it back balance, guys. And I'm probably people like I fufu musukama mangane.
Yeah.
I just feel like if a man has money, to me that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Right? Angisho ukuthi angasebenzi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sebenza, sebenzini. I don't even mind dating a person who, has a 9 to 5, but there's a stability
Type of
ekhona
thing going
lapho.
on.
Yep, going on,
Yeah.
I just feel like dating someone who has like money
Yeah.
is additional, because I want to date you. Let me get to know you better. Let me find out what are you bringing to the table apart from your finance.
Yeah.
Yes, in the finance is kuluma, but what do you see in me? Where do you want us to go? But if you might corner, I did say, if you're in a relationship and there's a
Yeah.
guy who brings a girlfriend allowance every month,
That's
good for you.
fine.
that's good for you.
Guys,
50-50?
for me, says Vala, for me,
50-50.
let's start. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. A respectful woman. A woman that will give me peace. When I come back from work, bangkwatisile, angiko right.
You need to be able to distress at home. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why someone-
I need to address that.
It's fine. Address it,
I'm
but
joking.
but read the room.
Yeah.
Yes, now namhlanje akekho right. ubuye emsebenzini. Give me that woman. I don't care about your man as my woman. I don't care if you go to work. I don't care. Give me that. And when it comes to Amailo Bonanan, give me a dark skin any day. Any day, bro. Give me, and that's what me and my wife, that's what me and my wife always discuss, because there's this celebrity woman from an actress from America. I love her.
Yeah.
Her acting more than anything.
Yeah.
She's dark skinned.
Oh, Maz,
So-
I think it's gonna say Lupita.
Gabrielle.
Oh,
Gabrielle Union.
Gap girl.
Anytime. So
Yeah.
she thinks I like her because she's dark skinned and she
Yeah.
knows Gucci I like dark skin. So zonke lezi zinto zama ini. If this thing yama Rolls Royce imsebenze Lucy's
Yeah.
sharp, good for her.
Yeah.
But is it long term or short term?
Yeah.
Because now laba look at Abo Londi London. Basale endleleni because bayithola imali but they never
Repeatedly.
Yeah, that's
abakazi
sad.
ba-
You know,
exactly.
yabo isad kanjalo,
It's
you know,
because they're looking
ungena
for what?
relationship mainly for provision.
Exactly.
And now that you're no longer getting it, or now because also you see that's what I also say, Guti, you need to keep up with the you know the levels your husband yakho.
Yeah.
Because London, the husband said, this is my new person nginomntwana naye and I want to take it as umuntu wesifazane. I mean second wife. I don't know. I can't remember the story whether it was a second wife
I think
or
that was the
whatnot.
case.
Yes, that
Tim.
was the case. You know, and that's what he's resonating to at that moment. No longer resonating with Ulondi London, but I felt like also the fame and everything got to her, and she forgot. Guti, she needs to be a wife.
Why is she
And
famous also
and
in the first
grow.
place? Why is
She-
Lodi London famous?
She I think
Real
she's an
Housewives
artist.
of Durban.
She's an artist
She's
as
what?
well.
Yeah,
She's
I think that's where she blew up. Real Housewives of Durban.
She's
But
a, she's,
apparently
she's
she's
an
a
artist.
musician.
I'm a piano type
Yeah.
type
Oh, because mina
artist.
ngamazi manje with the whole saga
Yeah.
ne-hippies.
Oh,
Yeah, that came after.
Yeah.
That came after. But we might not even know that's how they met. Maybe mhlambe bahlangane, the guy wasn't even that married. But I'm just
because
saying,
she's got a
ukuthi,
great body.
you know, kuqala kanjalo, you
And
become the
then-
wife to a millionaire. Next thing, when you're not moving with this man,
Yeah.
this man is going to now start
gonna move
resonating
with
with
others.
someone. And this man is going to throw you out because when you're no longer bringing what he wanted, you know, on the table anymore.
But at the same time, I can't be okay. Let's say I'm a billionaire. I can't be a billionaire. Bese masesihlukana, you're not even a millionaire as my wife. Come on.
That's the problem with also Guti. You are
Ngisho
now
nesayinisa ama-prenup.
nangaphandle
No,
kwaloko,
not
sine-
necessarily
imali
ukuthi uthathe imali
ikhona.
yami, but do you
must
have a
work
business?
something.
Do you have a business?
Nangaphandle ukuthi-
Are you saving?
That's what I want to say. Nangaphandle ukuthi, if you feel like you're not a business-minded person, come on, this person gives you money
Yeah.
every single month. Akuna investment when allow ifaka khona. You
Bro.
can even
No,
open
because
the
I feel
account.
safe with you. I don't feel like I have to save every
Uzo-
bag.
Mkhumbulo Habib, who put everything in his mother's name, and this lady thought ukuthi mangimdivorce, I'm gonna get
Uzothola
half
imali,
off
yeah.
to a surprise. The mother owned everything.
Awu,
Guys, we need to
mshanganyeni.
stop underestimating men. Men are smart.
Yeah.
Men are smart, and we need to stop being too available for men and being too comfortable when we are dating men who have money. Ucabanga ukuthi you're going to be there for 10 years. Men move. And indoda mase decide ukuthi usinda ngisamfuni, I'm moving over to ufufu. That's what's going to happen.
Yes.
But in the meantime, while you were
Manje
married
uyavuma.
or dating this
Ah,
man for
it's
5
true.
years, when
It's
what
true.
did you do with this money? I'll say, Vanga, you didn't open a business, you didn't even open an offshore account for yourself. Kusasa uzokhala sekumele ubuyele back home. Guys, we need to use our heads.
Because I was busy cleaning, okay?
Okay, cool.
qhubeka-ke.
Zoclean ekhaya, humble clean ekhaya. But yeah, it's been amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Anything you want to say? Last thing. We're good.
Yeah.
Guys.
It's been the LNR podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. When's in Desi right, man? That is cool. It's been an amazing conversation.
As always.
Thank you, Miss Producer. We have a producer. It's done.
Yeah.
This time around, we came
We
back
came
with
with
the
a bag.
bro. So
A lot
yeah,
of bags.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
next
yeah.
week's conversation is going to be spicy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Very, very
PG
Miss
spicy.
18.
Yeah. I think we should put the
Yeah,
18
yeah,
thing
please,
somewhere.
please,
A
please.
disclaimer
Yeah.
would be put up PG 18.
Hey,
so,
over
yeah.
here.
If besikhona besofaka nokuthi ayabazali mhlambe sithi 18 until
Yeah, because
somewhere.
Nami, I'm just a little bit uncomfortable with the conversations we're going to have next week because I know my mother watched
cray
the
cray.
podcast. So
No, but
I'm not too sure.
but our parents, I think more than anything, this platform we should use it to educate more than anything.
Yes.
So
and be
if-
able to talk about things that we don't want to talk about. People don't want to hear.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why we want to debrief. So we can talk about uncomfortable things.
Yeah. Let's debrief. It's been the LNR podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Tango, peace.